Your boy Angelo Savage, we lit. All right, let's make sure I need let's see screen display. Display. I need brightness up. I need sound up. You already know it's your boy Angelo Savage. You're not fucking playing, nigga. Pussy. All right, we setting the play right now. Let me switch it so y'all don't see all that. Y'all don't need to see all that, man. Let me make sure my vocals right, man. You know I can, not enough snare in my headphones. You hear me? And then first we gotta manage broadcast. Why this always coming up? We gotta go to existing broadcast. Angelo Night News. Like that. Let's do that. And we're gonna broadcast and stream straight up. Y'all getting the authentic me. You know what I'm saying? This is how I flow with shit. You know what I'm saying? I just go with the flow, pretty much. I don't need to go live in order to record this type of content, but I want to go live in order to let people know that I'm authentic in my way that I flow. Now, I'm a little late today, so no telling if people are actually on today, but that's fine. Regardless, I'm going to clip it and send it. I'm organizing my content right now. We're about to go over a list of topics that will be actually uploaded starting at like 4 to 5 o'clock. I gotta just make some thumbnails, knock it out. So we here today to just do a couple reactions, and then I'm gonna clip them while I'm doing it, and we'll upload that shit. And then let me see. That's what we gonna do. You already know what it is. You heard me. What about those bears though, yeah? Oh yeah. Let's get right into it, man. Let's see what's going on with the baby right there.
So right here on live now from Fox, and one of those big headlines having to do with SNAP, as new work requirements have now been put into effect. We want to talk a little bit more about that. On Capitol Hill we go. Fox Business's Dan Botello joining us here with the latest.
Good evening. Well, starting today, food stamp recipients all across the country, millions of them, are going to have to start working, volunteering, or doing job training at least 80 hours per month. This is all under the One Big Beautiful Bill, of course, that was passed this past summer. And for the people who don't do that, well, this is what's going to happen. They can only receive benefits for 3 months in a 3-year period. This applies to Americans 55 through 64 years old who may have children 14 to 18 years old. This also ends previous exemptions for many homeless people, veterans, and young adults aging out of foster care. Here's SNAP by the numbers, by the way. 42 million Americans are on it, with a majority at or below the poverty line, and in households that include children, seniors, or someone with a disability. Now, according to the Congressional Budget Office, the new requirements are expected
to... those numbers look kind of weird, don't you think? It says 42 million Americans, 1 out of 8. So 1/8 of Americans are on SNAP benefits. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? 73% of SNAP households are at or below poverty level. 73% of households are at or below poverty. That number can't be right. Could it? Or are they just basing it off of the amount of SNAP beneficiaries that are getting it based on their reported income and not on verifiable income? No telling. 79% of households include children, seniors, and disabled members. It's probably a majority that include children. So everybody got kids, right? 332 average household benefits. That's decent
the
amount.
Average monthly number of SNAP recipients by about 2.4 million people over the next decade. Here's Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins talking to Fox about allegations of SNAP fraud and even illegal immigrants using the program under the Biden administration.
every state for the first time in history, and this was in February, to send us their data and let us, with Doge and a war
Right.
room, actually start going through this data to better understand how this explosion of SNAP benefits happened under Joe Biden. We've studied about $100 billion in spend. We have found thousands and thousands of illegal use of the EBT card. We have been moving people off of SNAP. We've got almost 700,000 people, I think, we've moved off.
And if you're new to SNAP, these new rules would take effect immediately or at your next recertification if you're already on SNAP. Back to you.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, we definitely need at least some regulation of this. Like, I know a lot of people are stating, "Oh man, this is a bad thing." As a way, it could be actually a great thing, honestly, and that's what I firmly believe. And the reason I believe that is due to the fact that we got to get the fraudsters off of it, because I know a lot of fraudsters that own that type of shit. They lying about income, they're getting the benefits. Do they need it? And, that's debatable. But are you finessing for that? Like, do you qualify for it? Probably not. And then you're lying about it. Not everybody, just certain individuals that, and I know some people that do it too, honestly. And that being said, we just putting requirements on it. If you actually conflate this to like unemployment, right? You just don't get unemployment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep verifying that you're searching for a job. You know what I'm saying? They're not just gonna keep constantly giving you unemployment after you lose your job. They would probably give you initially, and then they like, we need proof that you're applying for jobs. Whoop de whoop doing the whole nine. We're not just gonna keep giving you money because you're just broke, and that makes a lot of sense. So I think in the same aspect is, I know this is food we're talking about, but at the end of the day, like if there's a bunch of fraudsters on, SNAP benefits, it's only right that we put requirements on it. Now, the requirements based on the age, that's something different. If they're not able-bodied, they can volunteer work, anything, volunteer training. It's just like putting someone to work for your free money that you're getting. So like, do something, volunteer, take a survey, put some time in, go read books to kids at the library, be, basically do something for the community or something, or try to find a job. What I mean? You just gotta look for it. I'm not saying that this is the perfect solution, but this is better than no solution and we just give it to whoever. I would say that for sure, because if there's a lot of fraudsters out here, man, we got to figure out who they are, and let's not be naive and think they don't exist, because that's not true. To sit here and think that people aren't finessed in the system, it's just like, it's kind of weird to think that, right? I wouldn't think that. It's kind of like, because it's not true.
going to be big for so many that are on SNAP here. And Darren, do we know just how many times they have to certify throughout the year to continue to try to get these benefits?
It depends on the person, so that's why they're saying right now for every state it's different. Some states like Maryland already put this into practice, and of course it depends on when your recertification comes up.
And that's the thing too. He said about recertification. I think most applicants, they only have to recertify like once every 6 months or something like that. It's really like a big range of time. So if you already just recertified or whatever and show them your income, that it ain't gonna apply to you for at least like another 6 months type shit. So in that aspect, you just got time to think. For those people that are coming up, you got to think about a solution. Like, you might have to get off your ass, bro. You want free food, you might have to still work for it. So it's like, sometimes it affords people to put their back against the wall and be like, well, do I want to get off my ass and work 20 hours a week to do any miscellaneous work? It could be volunteering. If not, then take your ass back to work and get that money, because on average, it's everybody getting $300 on average for EBT average. Then that's nothing to make. You could put those 300 hours or those 20 hours in per week to, like, what I'm saying, make some money and make that 300. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you got to put some type of, sweat equity in to get these benefits, and there's nothing wrong with that. For the able-bodied people, if you're not able-bodied to do, then I understand that if you can't afford to do such a thing because you like are disabled, you have a mental disability or something like that. That's different. But an aspect for a lot of people that are just out here living off the system, And it honestly, and be honest, in the black community, we've been doing that forever. We've been living off the system. We've been using the Section 8. We've been using the EBT, the Medicaid, Medicare. It don't matter. We're using it all. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be boundaries here. It's like without rules set in place, then you can't be surprised at mayhem type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't be surprised at the budget that you're spending money on there. So you definitely got to have a filtration system in order to filter out the individuals that are finessing the system, because there are a lot of individuals like that. Plus, a lot of states like Illinois, they're not really verifying. They're just going based on what you say. They're not even checking for real. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. I definitely think there should be some type of requirement. I don't know if this is the end all be all requirement, but I do believe we should have some type of requirement in order to get EBT benefits, because guess what? People that's never had EBT benefits has to fund EBT benefits. You know what I mean? I was explaining this to somebody. They're like, whether or not you know it, you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So even if somebody's finessing the system, you're paying into it. So do you want to have restrictions on it? Do you want to get these people from finessing and actually give it to the people that actually need it? That's what we should do. It should be no more fraudsters, no more scammers, no more finesse people. Because I'm gonna give you a quick story. There was a lot of people in Illinois that had these stores up, like the bodegas and stuff they be having, the corner stores, and basically they're letting everybody run like EBT on everything, swishers, tobacco, damn near alcohol, and they running it as a different item so then they can sell product in their store. Next thing you know, they're getting like millions of dollars coming into their store, and be like, damn, you're not even selling like food, you selling everything, and that's not what we pay for type shit. But you mark it up as such, which is kind of fraud too. But when there's millions of dollars involved, you can't really be surprised on what people are willing to do. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. This is very interesting. I know a lot of people might not like this, but at the end of the day, there should be requirements on there, just like there's requirements on unemployment. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be on unemployment until you don't feel like it. You got to be on unemployment, and you have to re-verify, recertify, and show them proof that you've been looking for another job. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. All right. We're going to carry on, team. Those who new to the channel, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. What we do here is we do commentary on news, politics, stuff that's trending. I got a list about 6 different topics right now we're going to go over. It's probably going to take about an hour and 10 minutes, maybe not that much. And we're just going to flow with it, man. That's all there is. You're going to see me stop. Every time I stop between videos, I'm going to read the chat and see what people are talking about. And then you're going to see a little red buzzer over here in this corner. That's me just pressing the record button. That's me clipping it. You know what I mean? So I ain't got to edit it later. Now I just got to worry about the thumbnail and stuff. I'm making life really simple. I'm live streaming, I'm clipping, and I'm editing at the same time. This is what we do. Let me see some chats real quick. All right. Okay. Juan, appreciate the love, big dog. Appreciate the love. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of fraud going around in the EBT stuff, and I understand. I was raised on EBT, bro. Facts. I was literally raised on it. EBT, Section 8, Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? Medicare. It don't matter. We used it until damn near, until we didn't, until we couldn't. Did we need it? Debatable. But then again, at the end of the day, it's like, this shouldn't be a long-term aspect to be using EBT Section 8. This should be a temporary, like, pick-me-up. It's like, all right, can you hold me afloat while I try to climb? Because as we was getting, like, EBT Section 8, we was also able to go to school for free. Now, if somebody wasted their time not going to school for free, then who can you really blame? You know what I mean? There is levels to this stuff. You can't blame an individual. The government help you eat, they help you sleep, and they help you with your health. It's only right that you go to school because they pay for the school shit too. So if you don't do nothing with your life and then they take it away, you're going to blame the government. And this is why you should put restrictions on it from the get-go, so people don't have this type of obligation. They think that the government is supposed to do this. I've seen a lot of videos when when the EBT was froze, a lot of people thought that the government was obligated to give them money. Like, bro, This is other people's money. That money is coming from people that don't get EBT to give to you to do nothing. Just gonna put that on your head top. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go to the next video. We're gonna go over to Chicago. These taxes are going out of control, bro. They taxing you at a house and home. Let's go.
Sticker shock continues here in Cook County. Homeowners from the south and southwest sides, all the way to the west side, say that their property tax bills have skyrocketed. Long lines formed outside the Cook County Assessor's office today as people looked for some answers. Our Marissa Perlman has more on the time crunch as those homeowners say they simply don't have the cash.
I don't know what I'll do.
Gerald Sukol says he's lived in Garfield Ridge his entire life. He was one of many waiting in line at the county building, facing tax bills far beyond anything he expected.
Me and my wife bought this property from my grandfather, who my great-grandfather built the home in 1916.
This year, that legacy comes with a staggering cost.
My tax bill had doubled. It went from $9,600 to $19,100.
Adding to the frustration, these bills arrived months late.
That's crazy.
County officials say the delay stems from a years-long technology upgrade. That means homeowners got far less time to plan, even as their bills hit record highs. And with another payment due in April, the pressure is mounting.
I got to come up with this money now and then the same amount in March.
County officials say this kind of shock isn't unique to one neighborhood, but South and West Side clergy came together to say their neighborhoods have been disproportionately hit hard. The assessor's office data shows Garfield Park faces a 133% increase, and North Lawndale is slated for a 99% jump.
The people who...
Pause, man. That is crazy. Do y'all understand what they just said? 100% to 130% increase on your property tax. These are property taxes we're talking about here. Not paying your property tax to get your house on a tax lien, bro. You'll lose your house over that. Shit, I'd rather pay my taxes than the mortgage company. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm coming. But imagine that within like that little short amount of time, without warning, immediately double the amount. Do you have double the amount of money? Most people go house broke when they buy their house. First home, second home, don't matter. They be house poor. To turn around and have to pay double the amount of property tax. And Chicago's not cheap. Some people are paying like $900, $1,000 a month. And that could be considered cheap. That's $12,000. You increase that by 100%, bro. That's double. Are you willing to pay double for the same amount of property you had a week ago, a month ago? That's why you have to figure out who's your government officials and who's representing you, because they didn't hit the cities. They went straight to the hood pretty much and started taxing them out the house and home. But people are like, well, I'm going to vote Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Larry, I'm a liberal. Well, it's time for your liberal ass to move because you can't afford this home anymore. Sorry, you should have been somewhere in legislation where you're like, man, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't put tax on our people. Y'all got to fight for this because now it's too late. By the time anything happens right now, they're going to lose their house, bro. Facts. They're going to get into debt so much that they're still going to lose the house and go into debt over some taxes. And then somebody like a person that got their money right, they're going to buy your house up based on a tax lien, bro, and hold your shit until you're able to pay it. You ain't going to be able to pay it because it's still going up. And they're going to take your house for little to nothing. Yeah, man. Sometimes y'all got to understand who you're voting for. And this is, it's no fault of anybody but your own. You need to understand. It's like buying a house and you think the real estate agent is going to tell you everything. The real estate agent don't know everything. Sometimes you should hire a real estate attorney to look over things. Sometimes you need to know what's going on in your local providence. You know what I'm saying? Who's your alderman? Because those are the people that's going to be controlling why your property tax is raising up. And then you out the woodwork saying, man, I can't afford this no more. You know what happens next. Y'all lose your house. Who can afford 100% increase on property tax, G? That's just nuts. It's insane. It's despicable, actually. It's really going to push all the black people out the city. I guarantee you. It's going to push them straight more west and more south of the city, bro. Exactly what it's gonna do. But where's the other cities? Why is up north they not increasing their property tax? They're increasing like the poverty neighborhoods, the people that can't afford to even have an increase. Y'all gotta see what's going on around your neighborhoods and keep your eyes open and peeled, because the people that you think was going good by you because you run a certain party, those individuals didn't have your best interest at heart, and they actually finessed you through the gate under the door. So in a way, you gotta understand, like, yeah, these people want my vote, but at the same time, they're gonna backstab me if some shit go down. Now, what's happening is people like the millionaires, whatever, they leaving their businesses from Chicago, and then they're like, well, we still need the money, so we gotta tax the public, so we gotta tax the cribs. They're gonna always tax the cribs, man.
Least afford to pay are given the highest bills. It means get out of town.
And the reasons go beyond rising residential values.
It's a zero-sum game. When one group pays less, everyone else picks up the tab.
The assessor's office says one big factor, as commercial properties downtown lost value, the tax burden shifted onto homeowners. The
Right.
Board of Review reduced commercial assessments by big margins, but residential assessments stayed intact.
After record-setting increases, the Cook County Board of Review says it has reopened its 2025 appeals window, giving taxpayers another opportunity to fight steep assessments. The board also says that it goes with the market, and if taxpayers feel their assessment is unfair, they should be sure to appeal. In the Loop, I'm Marissa Pearl.
Yeah, man, appeal for sure. Get a lawyer or something to know this information. For those people that don't know about all this stuff, appeal it. Make sure you know who you're voting for in the future. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do your due diligence when you're making decisions on who you're voting for, who you're gonna, put in office. Because in Chicago right now, I'm be honest, I predicted this when Mayor Brandon Johnson went into office. I predicted that they're gonna go broke. They're gonna push all the poverty people out of the Chicago in general. They're gonna be on the outskirts. They're gonna be in Bellwood, Maywood, bro. Facts. They're gonna be in the hundreds, deeper. They're gonna push all the like the poverty-stricken people shit damn near to Dalton and South Holland. Push everybody that's on the west to like Bellwood, Maywood, and further out, because it's gonna be cheaper to go to the burbs, and then all the rich people. This is how it's gonna do it. The rich people gonna be in the city, and the poor people gonna be more in the burbs. The burbs gonna be the hood, and the city gonna be exclusive for the motherfuckers that got the money. Straight up. Y'all got to see what's going on in your face. And honestly, they use your vote, they use your word, and then they say, oh, I'm doing this for peace, I do this for schools. Your tax money is going to the local schools, but the kids have a fucking third grade reading level in high school. Like, my tax money isn't being used correctly, sir. So in an aspect, you honestly got to think about the people that you vote for, honestly. And it's not really too political. It's just really like common sense. It's about money. You know what I'm saying? It's about you saving your money. Like, if your property tax go up 100% and it's already $1,000 a month, bro, they paying $2,000 a month. That's $2,400, $24,000 a year. Thousand. Yeah. That's $12,000. You don't have to spare it no more. You're screwed. Who got an extra $12,000 while being in the most taxed city ever with the most highest gas prices? None of that should change. And don't expect it to lower. I'm gonna be honest. Don't expect the property tax to go lower. Because as soon as the people start heading out the city because they're being taxed, the head tax, the more people that are in the property tax are gonna get charged more. So when your mayor is misleading y'all gotta understand the cause and effect of certain actions. That's all I'm saying. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this. If you're a resident of Chicago, tell me what you really think about this, and is your area affected? Because, you know what I'm saying, I stay out the way. I rent. You know what I'm saying? I let the property man deal with that. But, if I did own a home, I would be very blue. Yeah, definitely if I just bought this home and now I'm damn near poor now. I was house broke, now I'm poor. And now I'm going to lose the house to somebody that's going to buy the taxes. That being said, your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go to the chat again. See what's okay. Hi, what up, Glenn? Gang. Make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. I talk about whatever you need to talk about, for sure. If you're buying a property in Chicago, definitely watch your back because you might be out of a house and home soon based on the taxes, which is crazy. And people got to understand this is always a consideration when we buy a home. You might spend your last, and the bank's like, well, we can approve you for 35 to 40% of your income to buy this home, and then you can't really afford this home. The property tax go up. That basically you can't afford. You're in violation of the contract of your bank because technically you can't afford that house no more. That increase. You having an increase in property tax can increase the amount of debt that you have for your loan. Say you got to prove you own 30% of debt for your loan for your mortgage, bro. $1,000 extra would probably throw your ass above like a 50% or 55% of your income ratio. The bank didn't agree on that. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, nah, bro, you're in violation. We're going to take the home from you and give it to somebody more responsible that got more money coming in because your tax is so high. I doubt they're going to do that because they're not really in the real estate business. They're in the money business. If you know, you know. All right, let's get to the next video, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's see what's going on. Oh, shit, now. Oh, man. It's finna get juicy now. Buckle down, y'all. Megan Thee Stallion. Yes. So it seems like a blogger is found liable in order to pay Megan Thee Stallion in defamation case. Man, I'm going to say this. Congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't like her. I don't like her because she is one of those women that kind of trick. That she's very seductive to where she tricked people in a lot of. I don't think she got shot by Tory Lanez. To be honest with you, I'm Team Tory. I feel like her best friend shot her. Tory took the hit. Like the bodyguard said, they was wrestling over the gun. The gun went off, popped her in the foot. Megan Thee Stallion made up a side story talking about dance, but I don't think he said that, Jay. I don't think he said it. But all would have been prevented if he stayed in Kylie's house. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to get too deep. But it seems like a blogger was talking about it. Let's play the video and see what's going on.
Top at 5, the verdict is in. Rapper Megan Thee Stallion celebrating a victory today after winning her defamation civil suit against blogger Milagro Grams.
Good Lord.
That musician, whose real name is Megan Pete, sued that blogger for playing up a sexually explicit AI-generated video of her. Well, tonight,
Can't
that
do
blogger
that.
is ordered to pay up. Good evening, I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor was inside the courtroom when that verdict was read, and he joins us live now from downtown Miami with more. Yvonne?
Yes, Jim and Lauren. So Milagro Cooper was found liable in this lawsuit, and that is the term used when we're talking about a civil lawsuit. Normally, guilty is when it's a criminal case. So she was found liable in this case. And that means that Megan Thee Stallion will be compensated, but only for a fraction of the millions of dollars she was seeking. Yet, as you will see now, she still looked happy with the outcome. Megan Thee Stallion left federal court with a smile on her face.
Can I say something?
Are you happy?
What Clay Thompson at, though?
I'm just happy.
This is the end of a trial that began November 17. Megan Pete, the rapper's legal name, filed a lawsuit in October, days after a new Florida law went into effect. It allows people whose images are manipulated, as in AI false pornography, a way to sue those responsible in court. That's what this case was all about. Her lead attorney, John O'Sullivan, also came out smiling.
All good. Terrific.
Sullivan stated Megan Pete suffered emotional distress because of the AI deepfake video. The rapper testified it caused her to seek intensive mental health treatment. That cost her $240,000.
Hey, I think she needed the mental health treatment before the video. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there, man. I think she needed the mental health treatment prior to the AI video. I'm just saying, man. Maybe I might be wrong. Allegedly. You know, you can't say none these days. It's allegedly. She probably needed it before the AI video came out. That's all I'm saying.
Even wondered if her life was worth living. She said she also lost music contracts worth approximately $4 million. The jurors answered 16 questions to reach out the verdict. They said yes to Milagro Cooper being liable for defamation. She should compensate Megan Pitt. But they also said that Milagro Cooper was treated as a member of the media.
That's for coming out every day.
Milagro seemed relieved with the verdict.
I just want to thank all the jurors, everybody who participated, and I'm happy it's over.
At the end of the day, it was not a complete win for any side. It's a trial. This is what happens in trial.
Are you happy then with the outcome?
I'm not ecstatic. Of course, you want things to go your way, but like I said, I respect the jury and what they decided, and I think I made out pretty good.
Okay. On the chin.
So based on the verdict, the jury awarded Megan Thee Stallion $75,000 compensation, but she may be getting a lot less. Coming up at 6 p.m., the explanation.
Okay, that's reasonable because sometimes these artists like Cardi B, because she played the Cardi B role. I know she talked to Cardi B. She called Cardi B. Cardi B told her. Cardi B said, "Girl, sue that bitch for defamation." She like, "Bitch, yes, bitch." I know they was doing that. That's exactly what happened. Look, I'm not saying Megan Thee Stallion should not have sued her for defamation, because if you have a deep fake video of some type of pornography, you get what I'm saying, of a famous person, AI generated, then that's a problem. You can't do that, right? So, people just got to understand what they're doing. It's like content creators are the next people that are getting sued for everything. Like Tasha K. Tasha K always getting sued for something she said. That's why when you speak something, you got to almost say allegedly, or just say allegedly, just to protect yourself from litigation. Because you could just go to court. They got the money to defend it. Of course, Megan Thee Stallion and them don't need the money. It's just a principle thing for them, for real. You know what I mean? And then you speak in your mind, and that's your whole income. You just an upcoming influencer. Now you a broke influencer because you got to pay back to her, or they're going to garnish your wages. What I'm really saying is, like, as influencers, including myself, I can't really, and I react to stuff. So I really can't say too much about stuff. If I do, I got to say allegedly, or say I heard whoopty whoop, or this happened type shit. But I got to almost clear your name from litigation, because the court is the courts. You know what I'm saying? And when you're fighting against people like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B and stuff, you got to understand that they got money to defend themselves. And the people that they're defending themselves against usually don't. And that's the sad part about this situation. I hope people do better in life. She was looking for $75,000. She's probably going to get much more. They said, I think they're going to give her a 10 ball, at least $15K, which is reasonable. It is reasonable. But like what she's saying about the mental health things, like, man, everybody's played the mental health role. You know what I'm saying? The AI generation caused me to have mental breakdowns that ran me about $250,000. I'm gonna need that. Nah, the judge ain't gonna agree on that. But you know what? Found guilty is what it is. You got to respect it at the end of the day. Next time she knows, and that's for any content creator out there, bro. Everybody need to watch what's going on. Head on the swivel, make sure they're not getting fully taken advantage of. Now, why do I don't like Megan Thee Stallion? Because I watched the whole trial with her and Tory, and she kind of like played the victim too much. It was like you acting as if you had no role to play in this game whatsoever. And I hate women that do that, because men go to jail for something that you could possibly lie about. You know what I'm saying? Like Tory serving 10 years. That's 10 years of his life. No touring or nothing. Then he's a migrant. So they're going to send his ass back. Like, he wasn't a citizen of the United States, so he can't even stay in the United States no more. They're going to deport him back to Canada. So he just get fucked all the way around. While she chilling over there. Could have told the truth. Whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what happened that day. Allegedly, he did not shoot her. Allegedly, he did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But in the meantime, y'all tell me what y'all think about that Megan Thee Stallion defamation case. It's a win-win. I guess I'm happy for her, whatever. You gotta win certain things. People shouldn't be saying dumb shit. Her and Klay Thompson, though, what I have to say on that? Come on, man. We know that's not gonna last too long, right? It's like a political stunt. It's like when Cardi B is dating Stephon Diggs. It's like she's on her Taylor Swift. She just need a football player to say it's his. No, say it's hers. But That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. Peace. All right, we're gonna go over to the chat. What's going on, chat, man? Say my name. Nigga, subscribe. Fuck is you talking about? Jesus Christ have shed his blood for you because he loves you more than you could ever know. Yes, you the one reading this. Me? Reading this message. You are fearful and wonderful. What's that? Made? Oh, okay. Appreciate your love, bro. I love that. I love when people speak like heavenly stuff and good energy, bro. It's way better than the trolls and stuff that be on my page talking that like antichrist, killer shit. So anybody that can spread the holy word of Jesus Christ, I love it. Just keep going, bro. I don't mind. Spam my shit with Jesus Christ. Spam it. Spam me. All right, we're going to the next video, man. We keep it going, man. We keep it going. See what's next. Oh shit. It's 50 Cent. I don't know. Which one y'all like? Y'all like angle 2? Y'all like angle 1 or angle 2 better? Or y'all just like me angle 3? I don't mind looking at myself. Let's just say you like angle. I like this angle. All right, let's go from there. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go.
On Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video
That
obtained
sound
by
wrong.
Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just, here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs, The Reckoning.
This nigga, 50 Cent is a criminal, bro. Like, he about that money, and he my cancer brother, and I love him, but good Lord, bro, get off his dick. I swear to God, like, 50 Cent is just like, it would be 50 Cent behind this shit. Talking about The Reckoning. Like, it's like, this nigga's like an evil villain, for real. And he can't be stopped.
Anything that surprised you when you were watching it?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. He has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people.
Like you saying.
Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
Well, he ain't wrong for that, nigga. If somebody holding your hand, shaking your hand, yeah, go sanitize it, for real. Like, it's the least you could do. You don't know what people's hands been.
Person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem.
He too happy,
And
G.
his reaction when those people
Went away. Car said, I feel like I need to wash. Like I'm dirt. That was. It show you his character.
was that the reason for including it?
Yeah. I mean, and it's. What's the odds that you would do that? I feel like.
I don't like that about 50 Cent. You shouldn't say that, bro. Look, I'm sorry that I'm stopping it so much, but if you put that video into that clip in order to show his character, because he's very famous and known in New York City, and he's shaking hella hands, over 100 hands, and due to the fact that he said that he gotta clean his hands with hand sanitizer, due to that fact, that shows his character. That's like digging. It's like you're trying to find something that ain't there, right? Am I wrong? Y'all let me know. Am I wrong? Or is 50 Cent digging? Because if I shake 100 hands, it's like I'm a celebrity. At least I'm willing to stop and shake people's hand. At least I'm willing to stop and hug people. But when I get done, I go in the back. I don't want to fucking touch my phone, eat my food, do anything else but clean my hands. I at least have the pride or the gall to even shake hands and be that homie type of. Now this nigga, what he want him to go eat a ham, some chicken fingers. You know what I'm saying? He want him to go lick his fingers and shit next or something. Eat some food. Nigga, he want to clean his hands. That's a reach, 50. I ain't gonna lie.
Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right? For 20 years, right? Is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details. You know, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and sex trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
My soul.
I think Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in as she's like 18, like 19 years old. In the very beginning, after a while, the overtime condition for it.
The goal of what the film is trying to do is to let the audience kind of come in to ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, you know, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. Because you'll see people saying that. I mean, he may feel a different way about pieces and bits of it, but he knows the truth. I think he'll see the truth in it. Wow.
I'm going to watch it. Yep. I'm going to watch it and verify it because I try not to play the bias card. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was a juror in that situation because I feel like 50 Cent is a little biased, bro. You don't personally like him. Why don't 50 Cent like him? For those that don't know, Jane Doe happened to be 50 Cent's baby mama. Yes, which was one of the people that testified against Diddy. And she had a love triangle with Diddy. And he was doing all his freaknik shit with her too. Consensual though. Nothing was forced. It was all asked about if you followed the Diddy trial. And Jane Doe happened to be, what's her real name? Starts with a G. Gazelle? Something. Her name is something. Anyway, everybody knew who she was when they seen her. Because just because you Jane Doe don't mean we don't know who you is. Come to find out is his baby mama. Diddy was screwing 50 Cent's baby mama. And now 50 Cent not only wrote a letter to the judge at his sentencing saying how he should stay in there, he's such a bad person. This man has wrote a documentary about him and how bad of a person he thinks he is, so he can like depict him as like a horrible individual. And I know this is going to be kind of biased because when he just mentioned about how Diddy wanted to wash his hands after touching multiple people's hands, how he's not a humbled individual. I'm like, any common person would wash their hands after shaking hands with everybody. You think the president don't clean his hands after shaking everybody's hands? Like, you don't think people do that? That's just, common sense, right? So I think in this aspect, and this is just my opinion, I think 50 Cent is a little biased when it comes to this documentary. I will watch it and try to do a little analyzation of it and tell you what I think about it when I see it. But in the mindset, I think that 50 Cent was actually super biased. Yes, so if you're gonna watch the Diddy documentary by 50 Cent, I do think there's gonna be a bias there. Like, my man's was screwing your baby mama. Since he was screwing your baby mama, it makes sense that you're gonna make a documentary about him. Yeah. 50 Cent a dirty motherfucker. I like 50 too. That's the crazy part about this whole situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, please. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We do this. Let's go. This is Angelo Savage's Night News. Let's go. Peace. We do this live, man. No more chats. No more chats. I appreciate who's live here, man. Appreciate the love, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate it, man. We lit. I should have started this stream. I ain't gonna lie. I should have started this way early. I meant to start at like 12:30 max. But better late than never, you hear me? All right, let's see what's going on with the next subject. It seems like Hertz has installed AI scanners to check drivers' car for damage. Okay. I thought I heard a story about this. Maybe it was another rental company, but I guess it's Hertz now. Yeah, they finessing.
Something out of a sci-fi movie. Large machines with flashing bright lights that can scan your car from bumper to bumper. They're called AI vehicle scanners, and they're now popping up at rental car agencies around the country. The new technology works by using specialized sensors and cameras that can detect defects invisible to the naked eye.
Their drive-through inspection process instantly detects any damage at both pickup and return.
Earlier this year, Hertz rolled out the new scanners at 6 major airports, including here at Newark, to check drivers' cars for nicks and scratches. But some outraged customers are complaining they're being charged fees for tiny dings and dents. Adam Foley says he was charged $350 from Hertz when their scanner found these small dents in his rental car after returning it to the Atlanta International Airport.
You have to zoom in 10, 20x to really even detect it.
He says he has no idea how they got there, but considers it normal wear and tear.
I don't believe that it's something that most consumers would feel like they're, on the hook for.
Pastor Kelly Rogers says Hertz charged her.
Let me pause real quick because I have a personal story like that, and I believe it was Hertz as well. They didn't have these automatic. I was in Fort Lauderdale, and they didn't have these little machines. But what they did have is the vehicle I got. And when I got my vehicle and I got off the lot, not even a day later, a rock hits the windshield of the rental and cracks it. Not super big, but it was noticeable. Now, if an AI machine like I had, if I would have drove through that, that would have picked me up for sure. And then what? You would have charged me for a new windshield? I have no clue with that. That had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know if it got there or when, because I heard a little click on the windshield. I didn't even think about it. I didn't see the indentation on the windshield until about a few hours later. And I'm like, damn, there's a crack on this windshield. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, damn, do I got to get my insurance company? Do I got to pay my own money out of pocket to fix something that I didn't even know was there? We don't usually, because when you get some of these cars from the airport, you just pick your car. Most people aren't going around examining it and shit, but I understand the AI picks up that it wasn't there prior, now it's there. Now, there are debris on the ground. I know you might have a little curb rash or you might get a little ding on your car. You shouldn't be able to pay for that. Like the curb rash, maybe a little bit, but for the ding on your car, rocks hit your shit, people throw shit out the window. You have no clue. You're driving a motor vehicle with the music up or whatever. You're just not paying attention. Other than the road, you can't avoid a rock that's going to dent the roof of the car just temporarily, just a little bit. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't think people should be paying for that.
An additional $195 fee after dropping her rental off at the Atlanta International Airport.
We didn't do any off-roading or anything. It was just main street driving and highway driving.
But after driving through the AI scanner, she got a message. Hertz charged her for a dent in the passenger side door. But get this, Hertz told her if she paid right away, they'd give her a discount from $195 to $130.
We're talking about something that was smaller than probably about a nickel.
She says when she picked up the car, she had no idea the scanners were being used. In a statement to Inside Edition, Hertz says digital vehicle inspections bring precision and transparency to a historically inconsistent process. We strive to get it right for every customer, and when we fall short, we make it right. Both Kelly and Adam had their charges canceled, but now they're calling on Hertz to be more transparent about their use of the technology.
I would appreciate the transparency as a consumer.
But how long did it take them to basically stop like the payments or whatever, reverse it? After the fact that they're on the news and they find a little umps of it, like that's not right, man. And that's the thing about these companies. You put your money forth effort towards it, and they know that there's wear and tear on vehicles and shit, and they gonna still try to charge you and get whatever you want from it. And if you don't rebuttal it, basically they know, okay, this person not gonna rebuttal this dispute, he gonna pay it out. But say you rebuttal it, then they like, oh well, yeah, you're right. But if you didn't say nothing and you just paid it out there, just leave it like that, and they're not gonna give you your money back. And then they're advising you. They're like, well, you have to pay less money if you pay right now. And you're like, fuck it, I might as well pay now than pay later. Because if I pay later, shit, I gotta pay more. I pay now and dispute it, I guess, or whatever you want to do. It's a sad situation. I'll be honest. Like I don't like that when it comes to Hertz or any other rental car place, because why are you using tech like this, bro? Like y'all can't have somebody come out there and write a little ding mark on it, like. You know what I'm saying? The AI is more precision and everything, but it's like, it's going to catch everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could have tapped your shit. You going to charge me. You know what I'm saying? The door could be scratched a little bit. You going to charge me. Nah, man. We not for that, man. I ain't for that. I ain't for none. Let's just say that, man. That's it for that one. All right. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Make sure you like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Let's go. Peace. Alrighty now, let's go. We get into the deep. So we got our last video here. We're gonna call it a night, man. Now, if y'all don't know, this is PBD Podcast, and basically, I love Valuetainment PBD Podcast. They talk about that real stuff. It's that news, that modern day news. They're actually one of the top YouTuber news channels ever. Actually, above real news channels like CNN and stuff. They get way more views. That being said, if you don't know, check out Valuetainment on YouTube or PBD Podcast. These guys are very intellectual and they know what they're talking about. They know this stuff. All right, so this situation right here, it seems like the lady said males can have babies. UK TV host destroys activists in wild trans pregnancy debate. Good Lord. God save us. Let's get started.
This British broadcaster, okay, is having this conversation. This guy named Ben Leo, who I didn't learn about till this weekend. He does a great job. He's talking to a pro-trans GP. And while they're going back and forth, Ben is talking about what happened with his oldest son. And I want you to watch this exchange. And remember, this is happening where, Rob? This is in Britain, right? GP, Great Britain, UK. So he is not necessarily the safest to be able to speak like this because it's pretty controversial there. It's very different than America and UK right now. But watch how he handles this whole thing. Go ahead, Rob.
2-year-old son came up to me the other day. I went back home to the UK, and he said, "Daddy, I'm going to have a baby." And I said, "Zach, you can't have a baby because you're a boy. You're a man. You can't have babies." And he said, "Well, I'm going to be a girl. I want to be a girl." What would you have said to him if you were me?
Well, I wouldn't have said, Zach, you're a boy and boys can't have babies, because that's absolutely not true. So, I mean, I don't know what your parenting is like.
And you don't think think boys can have babies?
You mean males?
Yes.
Yes.
You think you think males can have babies?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, do you want to
Right,
explain?
yes,
Or-
right,
so transgender males have a womb, a uterus, and ovaries.
Jeez, man.
Okay, so they were born, if you like, female, but they actually identify as males. So we refer to them as males. They have ovaries, a womb, a uterus, a vagina, and that means you can carry a baby.
Transgender males being women.
Well, that's extremely disrespectful to transgender males. I don't.
Well, they are women, aren't they? They're biological women.
They are males.
Well, if they're males...
What do you mean by biological women?
Well, hang on a minute. If they're males, why do you call them transgender males? Why put transgender in the...
Transgender is an adjective.
Oh, but if they just call them males, then why do you call them transgender males?
No problem at all.
So you're
And that's why I
changing that
said-
now?
No, I'm not changing that. You said, can males have babies? And I said, yes, males can have babies.
Well, all
And you asked me to
over your
clarify.
website, you refer to transgender women, transgender males. If these people are genuinely male and female, why do you call them transgender?
Well, why do we use adjectives for anything? If you're clarifying, if you're teaching somebody like I'm teaching you now, you need to clarify. And there you go.
So instead of, so this is interesting. So instead of telling my 2-year-old son, as I did, Zach, you can't have kids, you're a boy.
I think that's sad.
Oh,
I think I do. I think, you know, if my son...
Do you know what it did? Do you know what it did? He said, oh, okay, Daddy, that's fine. And the next day he said, Daddy, I'm Spider-Man. Would you want me to entertain that conversation and say, well, Zach, maybe you are
Or do you say,
Spider-Man?
oh, God, no, you're not Spider-Man. Oh, God, Zach, you can't be a girl. God, Zach, you can't be Spider-Man. Or can't we just let children explore? 2 is an amazing age to explore.
Oh, my
Why aren't we
God.
letting our children
We're
explore?
lost.
away from
I actually feel sorry for Zach right now.
Oh, well, sorry. Okay,
No.
well, I don't,
This
because
is
Zach
sick.
hasn't...
It hurts my brain. It hurts my brain that people like this are so, like, say they're older and they should know better, but they pretend like they don't. At the same time, they're confusing the youth, but then at the same time, they're confusing their goddamn self. So, how can a male have a baby? I don't give a damn if you cut it off, tuck it in, sew it on. I don't care. No baby coming out of that moment. You hear me? It's a baby maker. As in, it's the producer of the baby, not the incubator. And I'm gonna be honest, rhetoric like this, bro, it's really flawed. It's flawed because basically it's telling people that, you know, you might be a boy, but you can be a girl. And this is what's being fed in our community, honestly. And this is why we need to protect our kids. Now, I'm not saying be transphobe or whatever that means, but I'm pretty much saying that stop lying to ourselves. Don't lie to yourself. You look a grown man in the face as a grown woman and tell him as a man, he's a man, as a man, that a man can have a baby. Come on. That shit not even reasonable to say. Like, who are you trying to trick? It's like saying something ain't real and you holding it. You know, water's not water. Like, man, I got a cup right now. I'm dehydrated. Like, this is extremist. And thing is, this type of woman will be in our children's schools teaching our kids this type of rhetoric. Facts. Pushing the pride narrative. Oh, son, you don't feel like a boy? You're probably a girl. Yeah, in that concept, you could be a dog. You can be a lion. You can be a Batman. You can be anybody for real. You can shapeshift based on her logic. You know what I'm saying? But she's trying to take it deeper. She's saying, man, you changing up your genetics, the structure of your bones, of your pelvic bone. You're changing up how you can produce a kid. Like, come on, bro. Like, how long are we going to lie to ourselves? And I hate this. And that's the only reason. This is the biggest thing I don't like about the trans community is that we must accept your delusion. And I had a homie that I had to explain this to because I said, well, would you lie to your son? He said, no. I was like, would you tell your son that a trans man is a trans man is a woman? A trans man is a man. That's lying to your son. Oh, I'm a trans woman. Nope, you're a guy. You're not no trans woman. You're a trans woman to you, but in actuality, you're a man. So you want me to lie to you to make you feel comfortable. That's my MO when it comes to the trans shit. You want me to lie to you to make you feel comfortable. So not only do I have to lie to you, I gotta lie to me, then I gotta lie to everybody around me to make you feel comfortable. Because I should respect you, a stranger. We're going down a very dark, demonic future. Let's just say that. Like, I wasn't super religious growing up, but the more I see, like the last 5-10 years, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm getting really into church, and that's like, bro, the reason is because it's too much satanic activity going around. Girls kissing girls. Boys kissing boys. Boys want to be girls. Girls taking testosterone, they want to be boys. What is going on, bro? Girls that are boys are tricking other boys on dates and doing sexual acts with them without them knowing who they really are naturally. Come on, bro. This is actually really disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. But if what's more disgusting is that you have some of these, I hate to say it, white liberal women, and they push this kind of pro-trans activity, and then they lie to us right in our face and say this trans man is a man. No, this is a woman. This trans woman is a woman. No, that is a man. Why would you lie to me? Now let's continue, man. I'm getting upset.
I feel sad for
because
Zach right
my
now. So watch
two-year-old
this, Rob. Can you pause and let's just go through comment section. And let's see what the world thinks about this, right? Go a little bit low. How is this even a real conversation? Young children, toddlers need a secure, stable foundation of identity before they can even begin to understand a broader spectrum of gender or sexuality. Any other conversation is just too far complex. Daddy, I want to jump off a cliff. Sure, Zach, go ahead and explore whatever they want to be free. More of Zach's dad, please, Lord. Thank you. Bravo for young and smart Ben. She says, I don't know what your parenting style is, as if she isn't 65 years old and didn't grow up with traditional values.
Facts.
While Western is busy having those debates, China is inventing 7G.
No kidding.
Zach's dad here is
soul.
doing his best to guide Zach one way, but Zach would still mix up with kids with parents like this lady. This lady really needs serious help. I feel sorry for you, not Zach. Ben Leo, round of applause. Go a little bit lower. Is that it?
That's his name, Ben Leo?
Yeah, Ben Leo. So, anyway.
And what's her name, by the way? Let's give her a shout out.
Go up,
Give
up.
her a
and
shout
go
out
to
for
her
sure.
account just to see
Yeah,
who
let's
she is.
give her a
Dr.
big
Helen.
shout out.
I went to her account yesterday. Dr. Helen.
Helen Weberle.
Oh,
She's a doctor.
Yeah, of course she is.
By the way, she married, kids, family. What's her story?
It
Is
says
she
here
trans?
She's married to Mike Weberle.
Did they have kids?
What's her degree in?
But
what does she have a doctorate in?
Is
That's
she
what I
a
wanna know.
man or is she a guy? Is she like?
Well, who knows? It doesn't matter, Pat.
No, no.
It's just an adjective.
What
doesn't
I'm trying
matter.
to, no.
She, we, they,
I don't know.
them,
Was she born a man or a woman?
We don't know, Pat, and it doesn't matter.
It
She's a
don't.
pioneer.
It don't matter what she was born. It's just a narrative that she's a 60-year-old woman spreading the false narrative that trans men or trans women are men. How can you sit there and to a straight heterosexual man and tell them that a trans woman is a man? Or vice versa, a man is a woman. You can't lie to people when they blatantly see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing is, it's like we're gonna keep pushing this narrative. We're gonna be so sensitive where you can't tell somebody that they're wrong. You can't tell an individual that no, you're not a man and you're not a girl and should not be in my bathroom with my kids. Because that's how they're doing it. I say LGB, lesbian, bi, gay, LBG, lesbian, bi, gay. Those are all just gay, right? So that just stands for its own crew. T, trans, Q, quantum physics. I mean, they are for hermaphrodite. No, I'm just playing. But like for real, the Q and the plus stands for, in my eyes, quantum physics for real. That's how I think about it. Or question mark. And then the plus stands for like on some pedophile shit. I ain't gonna lie with you. Because I've heard, and this is true, that part of the LGBTQ community, which is the last one, the plus, is kind of like they're trying to unashame pedophilia. They trying to unshame people touching kids, bro. That's like weird. Like now we trying to unshame that. We already unshamed that if you're a girl, you're a guy, and if you're a guy, you're a girl. So how far are we gonna take this? When is the rapture coming, G? Because it's gonna happen soon, fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm coming. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm judgmental. Maybe I'm still in the past. I'm still young, but maybe I have certain type of conservative morals and values that make me think the truth is the truth. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, that is not what is being told. This young lady, not young, older lady, is telling kids and younger people that if you're a man, if you think you're a man, you're a man. That's not true. You are what you actually are. Because if we all architects and shit, they, we die, they see our bones, they gonna tell by your hip structure, by your DNA structure, who you were as when you're a youth. I don't know. We're in a sticky time of life right now, man, and I feel like a lot of satanic stuff is gonna go. I would advise y'all to Invest into yourself. Make sure you keep your kids out of these certain schools. Make sure you know what type of curriculum that these teachers are teaching your kids. Because at one point, my son came home with a piece of a poster that said pride on it. We have a pride giveaway. Like, nigga, this is a school for 3 to 5 year olds. What do you mean pride giveaway? Who's in here gay? You get what I'm saying? So you have to be suspect and suspicious of this certain type of information that these schools are giving your children because they're indoctrinating them. Makes you know your kid has mental health issues because he can't or she can't identify what she wants in life in the future. That's how I look at it. I look at it in the future. If you're telling my kid he is what he believes he is when he thinks it, this person's going to have a mental health breakdown in the future. And next you know that's going to lead to like school shootings and shit because they don't have a purpose, they don't have no identity, they don't even know who they are, and they've been lied to their whole life. Then when they figure it out, they're going to have like rage to hurt themselves and or other people. And that's why you rather just tell them the truth from the get-go instead of lying to them and buttering shit up. I don't want my son to be sensitive about nobody's feelings. I don't care. Hurt everybody. I don't care about nobody's feelings. Speak your mind, son. That's how I'm coming. That's the type of father I am. I'm not gonna be the father that's sitting back watching my kid play with dolls, pink stuff. Nah, my son loves cars. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that's how we coming. No, he was born gay. No, that activity has been infringed on him in his thinking, and now he thinks he's this way when he's not. We're not gonna condone that. It's your boy Angelo Savage. I don't know what you think about this subject, but we're not gonna say males can have babies. That's one thing that we're gonna have to disagree about here. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you comment in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video for the algorithm, and lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage, man. Peace. All right, for the people that's left here, I appreciate the time that y'all took out to be here with me. If you like the show, man, this is the Angelo Night News for now. We're doing this at night because it's convenient for timing. Started a little late today, that's fine. You know, as long as the job gets done, we get it done. I clipped the videos already, thumbnail it, upload it. You know, I know I do the description and stuff, and we're back on go, just like that. But the people that stay here at night and watch the news, you get the first dibs on the information just by being here live. Yes, and I appreciate the time that y'all took out of your day to come here and be here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost time for the gym to open, and I need to head that way, even though I've already worked my 16-hour shift. 16-hour shift, came home, got right on the internet, start posting pictures, posting videos, because this is a hobby. But it can be a job one day if you stay consistent. And that's for everybody. If you like some motivation, it's your boy Angelo Savage. I got my other YouTube channel called Angelo So Motivational. And I want you to check out that channel if you want a little bit of motivation on your head top in the morning. If you're going to the gym, going to work, motivated about life, you're a little down, I got your videos right there for you, man. I got clips, I got long form, and you're going to love it, man. I'll get right down to the nitty gritty, no BS, and I'm not shitting you. You hear me? It's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to like the video for YouTube algorithm. I appreciate all the love, everybody in the chat. We ain't got no more chats I can read, so I guess we're going to call it quits for the night. We did a quick, clean hour. I got the formal one on the stuff. It's your boy Angelo Savage. I appreciate the love, man. Make sure y'all check my YouTube channel. Peace. This is daily, by the way. Let's get it every night.